So let's talk about investing and not the kind that overwhelms you with stock symbols and stock market lingo. And I'm talking about investing outside of the stock market. I am a huge fan of investing in the stock market. I love index funds and ETFs, and I strongly recommend that everyone has an investment portfolio in the stock market. But beyond the stock market, how else can you invest? And so I'm going to share three really simple, beginner friendly ways that you can get started with investing outside of the stock market. There are many other ideas beyond these, but these are a great place to start and a good foundation if you're looking for ways to invest beyond your investments in the stock market today. Let's get into the video. Hey everyone, my name is Bola Shokumbi. I'm the founder and CEO of Clever Girl Finance. I'm also the author of the Clever Girl Finance book series, the book Choosing to Prosper, and my Wealth Plan workbook. Welcome to Clever Girl Finance TV. So let's talk about three simple ways in which you can invest outside of the stock market. Keep in mind that simple does not mean that you're not going to have to put in any work or you're not going to have to make any effort, but these are simplified ways as to which you can put your money to work for you over the long term. Number one, invest in your own business or a side hustle. Yes, so when you think about the way the wealthy build wealth, they invest in a variety of different ways, including the stock market, but also, a huge majority of the wealthy have built wealth by investing in small business, either their own small businesses or by being investors in other small businesses. And so, a small business or a side hustle is a great way to bring in additional cash, to expand your income earning capabilities, and to grow wealth over the long term. Keep in mind that you do not need to be the next unicorn, the next big tech startup to make money in business. The best investment in a side hustle or in a business is one that brings in money consistently. So you can think about things like starting a service-based business that has low startup costs. For example, perhaps virtual assistants, freelancing, tutoring, coaching, etc. Another popular business idea, side hustle idea, is selling digital products. So things like printables, templates, online courses, online guides, online tutorials, and more. Or even monetizing a passion project like reselling, baking, photography, online development, content creation, and more. To get started with your side hustle, if you've put aside a little bit of money to get started, you can use your funds to, number one, build a simple website so you have a footprint on the internet, buy supplies or tools that you need to get started, and then invest in marketing to grow your reach, starting with free marketing options like opening your own social media accounts, gaining traction, and determining if you want to invest any money into expanding that. Why this works as an investment out of the stock market? Well, when it comes to small business, you're setting up something on your own terms. You are controlling the pace and the upside can be huge. Plus, you're building something that can generate recurring income on your own terms. So a side hustle or a small business is a great way to invest outside of the stock market, keeping in mind that you're going to have to put in the groundwork to build it, but once it starts becoming profitable, you can start seeing the rewards with that money coming in. So number two, invest in real assets. And no, you do not need to go out and buy a rental property or real estate. There are many different ways and many different types of real assets that you can invest in that grow in value over time. It can also generate income over time as well. So some options to explore when it comes to investing in real assets include reputable real estate crowdfunding platforms that let you invest in properties with as little as $10 or even $100, but you'll need to do some research and read the reviews to find your best fit. Another option to consider are farmland or REITs, which are real estate investment trusts. So again, another form of real assets. And these are accessible through online brokerages or specific apps where you can purchase into a property without being involved in the physical hands-on management of that property. So I'm a huge fan of farmland investments and REITs investments. But again, you have to do your research, and the popular brokerages, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, T. Rowe Price, etc., all have a variety of different REITs that you can start to do your research on that focus on different things. For example, some REITs will focus on farmland, some will focus on commercial property, some will focus on resorts, etc. And another example of real assets would be collectibles with strong resale value. So think about specific types of designer handbags, vintage items, rare books, estate jewelry. But again, these type of assets really require you to do your research and understand the value around each of these items and what their return could be if you were to invest in them. So be very, very careful here. And it's really important that you do your research. So real assets can provide stability. They can provide diversification with your broader investment portfolio, and they can bring in income. But like I just mentioned, you need to do your research and understand how each real asset investment works. You need to understand the risks and the fees and anything else, any other nuances before you jump in. And keep in mind that when you're investing in real assets, they do not replace your overall investment portfolio. Instead, they just add on to it. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, tell your best girlfriends about Clever Finance, and then stop by our website. We have over 30 plus completely free courses, over 40 plus completely free worksheets, and we offer free mentor calls whenever you sign up for a course. So we have mentors who are there to support you on your journey, who are there to encourage and motivate you, and they would love to talk to you. And then check out the Clever Girls Know podcast. This is available everywhere you listen to your podcast episodes. I interview guests on different topics from personal finances to investing to entrepreneurship to motherhood. So it is a great time, and I'd love for you to subscribe there as well. Okay, let's get back to the video. And then finally, number 3, invest in a long-term vision or legacy. This is for my long-term game planners. And this is where you consider investing in things that may not pay off right away, but will pay off for your future self or for future generations. So you can think about things like starting a college saving fund for your kids, estate planning, which would include things like wills, trusts, and more to protect your assets, or putting money down towards a down payment for generational real estate. So these are just examples of how to invest in a long-term legacy for yourself or a long-term vision. Sometimes the best investments don't only show up in the portfolio, but they show up down the line for future generations. And then a bonus, invest in yourself. You are your greatest asset. This is hands down one of the best investments that you're going to make, investing in yourself. And it may sound cheesy, but I promise you, when you invest in yourself, you're going to see results and see outcomes. And for the women who are part of the Clever Girl Finance community who have done that, I see these results and outcomes every day, and I couldn't be more proud. Investing in yourself could look like taking a course to build a high income skill, for example, product management, UX design, digital marketing, and more. It could mean hiring a coach or mentor to help you fast track your career or your business. It could mean attending workshops, conferences, or networking events that get you in the room with the right people. I'm a huge fan of investing in yourself. This is something that I prioritize for myself as well. I am constantly investing in myself because when you invest in yourself, you put yourself in a position to find opportunities. You increase your potential to earn more, to build skills, to increase your confidence, and the positives, the pros are just so many, and they're so great when you are investing in yourself. Unlike the stock market, the return here is tied to your growth, your knowledge, and you taking action. So ask yourself, where is one area in my life that I could invest in that could lead to more income or more impact? And then take action. The stock market is great, but it is not the only path to wealth. When you learn to invest in yourself, your ideas, and real-world assets, you're opening the doors to other avenues to diversify your portfolio and maximize your ability to build long-term wealth for yourself. And that's where real financial freedom and overall freedom in your life lies. So yes, the stock market is great, but you want to think beyond that once you've established your portfolio in the stock market. Like I said, invest in your own business or side hustle, investing in real asset, investing in long-term vision or legacy, and investing in yourself. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, share in the comments and tell me, how do you plan to start investing outside of the stock market? What exactly are you going to do? What visions do you have? Share in the comments below. Let us know. And then also, your comment may inspire somebody else. Be sure to stop by clevergirlfinance.com. Check out our free courses. Check out our podcast. Check out everything we have to offer. And I will catch you in the next video.